Alright, so here's some boards I got from my son's house. Let's see, this one is 21, like 20 inches wide, but you know, I got a split in the middle. And you know, it's got quite a bit of bow to it. And a split, so I'm thinking I'm going to put it on the sawmill, cut it lengthwise into something more manageable so I'm not wasting too much material. And let's see, I think this is 2 inches. Yeah, let's have a look and see. Alright, so we got these cut. And here now we're going to do a 2-inch stick. We're going to cut it in half so we get 2 inches. And it is raining out, and what the fuck? Okay, so they're not inch boards. I don't know if that was a good idea to cut those, but we'll use them somewhere. Alright, so those are 2-inch boards, but they have big waves, so cutting them in half didn't work. So I cut them to be a bit over 1 inch, so I have some room to work with them. And then I get, you know, see all the waves in there. So I'm not even going to save this. I think it's just going to have to be sacrificial. Pick the best side and cut 1 1/8 out of it. And then these I think we're going to cut up. Yeah, see. I'm just going to put those in the sawmill scrap pile. So I have a lot of these 4x4s. So I'm going to try to cut those at 1 1/8 1.25 I guess. And then use those to glue together for those once we start finishing those up. This one seems to have a pretty nasty bow to it. So I think I'm going to leave that one for just blocking. Alright, let's check some moisture. So we cut this one. That's the outside of the board. 12.7. That was just been sitting out. 15 has been sitting out on this cart. Been sitting on this cart with that piece of plastic over it, and it's rained like 2 inches. So this is the inside saw. So it's 16 on the inside. 16. Yeah, so it's a little bit drier on the end. So 16 on the middle, on the inside, and 15 on the outside. So that was the inside moisture content. It was similar to the outside moisture content. What's this one? 15, that was the inside. This was the outside. 20, looks like I got a little bit of wetness here. 15. Yeah, so boards outside for a long time. Like they said, get about 12 to 15 all the way through. That's interesting. All right, I think this one was like 1.25 inches, maybe. But I think these pretty much are all inch. Yeah, this one looks like it's gonna be a little bit light. Yeah, about an inch. So the next step is to work on my kiln to get these boards in the kiln to dry them down to 8% moisture content, and then to get them sterilized up to 140 for 3 hours. And then we're going to take them to my friend's house and plane and join them, and then I can start gluing them together when I know how wide of boards he's gonna need. Yeah, so that's like an 11. That's 8. I think he's gonna need, I think he wants 12-inch shelves with maybe like, I don't know, maybe a 14-inch top or 12 up all the way. We'll see. So that's about 6 foot long and a little over 12 wide. So my thought was to make a kiln box that was 8 foot long, so it would give me room to put the heater and stuff here. 2 foot wide, which is going to be probably like a single stack, and then airflow the sides, and then 2 foot high. And once I sticker those, that will probably be 2 foot high. So yeah, I think maybe for our first attempt at kiln drying things, maybe we will make a small 2 foot by 2 foot by 6 foot kiln box. And I have my my fan coming, my high temperature fan, and a controller coming, and I bought a small forced air heater, which I'm going to disable the motor in it and use the high temperature fan to blow air through it. That's my thought. Or the halogen lamp.